Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today, got a big box, big care package from the Blade HQ folks, James and Laurel, and I'm super grateful. I've been in touch with them. They are doing some amazing things here for the knife community, working closer with content creators. And we're gonna get in here and see what this one is all about. I already kind of made some cuts, ready to just dive right in with you guys. So first things first, we got some wrapping here. We have a message. Welcome to the Blade HQ creator family. All right, that's what I'm talking about, because family, right? Family. Miguel, great to have you on board, brother. James and Laurel, appreciate it. We got the welcome to the family here. Super excited to work with Blade HQ. I mean, this is the first time that I'm actually receiving something from Blade HQ. Out of full transparency, I have been affiliated with Blade HQ for some time now, but I'm really excited for this new partnership. So this is going to be awesome for the channel. That being said, let's dive in here. Oh man, what do we got? We got a t-shirt, multiple t-shirts. Oh man, this is what's up right here. We got blue Blade HQ, and these run a little bit smaller right here. So I got the 2XL Blade HQ right here. This one has the logo on it. And this other one has, okay, the Boker Kalashnikov. So let's see here if we can get a better view. So here's a better view right there. Blade HQ logo with the Blade HQ blue on this one. And we got the Boker Kalashnikov on this other one, full disassembly with all the components and everything, you know, being the automatic version, obviously with the spring, right? Everything screws, back spacers, you know, pivot, all that good stuff. That is a nice design right there. I absolutely love it. They were having me choose between one and the other, but I'm just so glad, happy they sent both. That is awesome. Thank you, guys. We got a duck, right? Blade HQ duck here with two knives. Got the bandana Rambo going on there in the forehead. We got some other goodies. Look at this keychain right here. That's looking pretty dope right there. Also Velcro with an aluminum, right, housing. That is nice. Oh, it gets even better, guys. Check this out. The father of the gear. Lifetime achievement in EDC excellent. Absolutely digging that. Blade HQ on the other side. Absolutely love that. Might be getting into collecting coins here, right, at some point. Check this out. We got the little mermaid, right, with all the colors here, right, Blade HQ. Let's get this one out. Let's get a better look here. So check that out. It has all the different colors, just like the mermaid knife. And a closer look at that coin. There it is. That's a nice design right there. Looks like Arnold here with the armor and everything on.
Yeah, get to the chopper!
Here we go. Let's see. We got another Blade HQ Desert Warrior Velcro right there. It's a Blade HQ logo with their Desert Warrior skin. Multiple stickers right here. Knife Life Blade HQ. We got the potassium, nickel, vanadium, and essentium, right? That makes nice. That's pretty cool. From the table of elements, right? It's been a minute since I've seen one of those. But without further ado, let's see what else we got in here. We got this thing, and a few other things, including a knife. So let's get the box out of here and let's see what we got. All right. Checking out this first one here. This one seems to be like an EDC pouch right there. Got the Blade HQ logo. We got multiple pockets here in the front, so you can have some knives, some gear out here, right? Also have a little strap on this side. Nice little Velcro section, so you can put all your stickers there and whatnot. For example, say I wanted to put that Blade HQ sticker. Bam. All right, that would look really cool right there. Boom. And every other sticker you want to put out there. Let's get the Mighty Ducks out here. And here we go. Bam. All right, so that's what that section there is for. You can have your favorite patches and whatnot collection going on there. Then we have a zipper section, right? So it's kind of like wallet size in a way. There's a zipper section, and you can have a few other things in here. There's a middle divider, and then just two sections there to put some other gear. So there's a whole community out there as far as, you know, being ready, being prepared, having your ready kit for this, ready kit for that. So that's, yeah, I might be getting into that here in the very near future. So these are certainly going to come handy for that. Absolutely. So we got that one, and this one is foldable here. Oh man, hold on a second, guys. I talk about a care package. Oh, okay. This one got some potential right here. So Wii Savivi Send Cut branded. It looks like a burrito, a little carry solution here. This is insane. Now, for reference, I have had this thing here for a long time. As you can see, you know, it's a little dirty and whatnot. I've given it a lot of use. Every time I go out of town and I don't want to take some knives with me, this one actually has a few knives in there from my last hole, right? So there it is. A few knives there, a few knives here. Sometimes I even put some knives in between and then just close it up like that. This one can carry up to 6 or technically 8 if you put some in the middle. And this thing has been a game changer for me for years. I think I made an order with Blade HQ some time ago. I got this one as a freebie. Been really using it, putting it to work non-stop. But this one, now this one's a little special here because this one I think you can do. We got 1, 2, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. That's times 2, 10 different pockets on this one. And then the good thing is, well, I guess how you fold them. You just roll it up like this, and then just a little Velcro section right there, and bam, right? You can even fold it in half if you wanted to for ease of carry. All right, that'd be kind of cool to load it up and see how that works. But I think you guys get the idea, right? That is some pretty straightforward stuff right there. Moving on to this next thing here. Looks like it's a Wii branded. Let me get my Rivery Zero here. Assist with the opening. Check out the unboxing on this one if you haven't already, by the way. Pretty neat, pretty cool. But let's see here, guys. We got a Wii Knife, little multi-purpose, multi-tool little key looking thing with a nice little keychain. And I know that, you know, Wii and Civivi, for some reason, they tend to work a lot more with bigger YouTubers. So like this video, right? And subscribe if you aren't already, so your boy can hopefully work with Civivi and Wii knives one day. Because apparently, I don't know, you know, in all these years of making content, I've never been able to work with them. I've reached out multiple times, and I guess they only work with the big fish. And I'm probably not a big fish yet, so.
Hello.
There you go. But this little key here is pretty cool. Right? Got a bottle opener right there, multiple different options here, so you can loosen up different size bolts. A little pry bar, also maybe nail lifter as well here in the tip. And, you know, just good old size here for the ring. Civivi Wii Knife keychain. But here we go, right? This is the meats and potatoes of the video here, right? We got a new knife here that should be releasing soon. This one should be one of the first of its kind. This is a high-end brand, right, that is not releasing a more affordable version of their knives. We've been seeing that across a lot of different brands lately, but this is it right here, guys. For the first time in the channel, making a debut here, Chaves knives. Good old skull pocket clip right there, very iconic for Chaves knives. Yeah, let's see what this one here is all about. Again, this one should be a more affordable version of their regular, obviously, more high-end knives or premium knives. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at the Chaves Redemption here. And yeah, this is going to be the most affordable version of the Redemption you can get. So you already have probably an idea what the regular premium Redemption goes for. We have thumb stud deployment. This one is going to be a crossbar lock with a recessed liner. So it looks like we have aluminum on this one. Feels nice, right? No pull here except a little bit from the liners. It's not necessarily a steel kind of pull. Aluminum backspacer going on there as well. That's looking pretty tight. We got the black here. We got multiple different options available. Blacked out blade, drop point like this one, or a tanto blade. But without further ado, let's get this one deployed. This one here is going to be rocking the X-Lock, which is what Chaves calls their crossbar lock. Very smooth, good action. Check that out. We got the drop point blade on this one. Again, there is a tanto blade available as well. We got a stonewash, and there's a blacked out blade also available. I think 4 different variants in total. Chaves logo on this side, and we have D2 steel on that blade right there. Take a look. It's gonna fit the hand pretty well, of course. Good ergos right there, right, for my average size hands. Not too big, not too small. I can maybe forward choke a little bit, right? There's not necessarily a designated finger choil, but I can get at it right here. Not too bad. I'm going to tell you something right now. For this being their more affordable lineup of their brand, still feels like a good quality knife, no doubt about it. The aluminum is awesome, right? The fit and finish, nice contouring all around. So kind of resembles the actual more premium counterpart, but you are definitely going to be saving definitely quite a bit of money there for sure. So that's good. We do have the good jimping right there on the spine of the blade, as you can see right there. Right, this is a very unique jimping, right? It's not necessarily small jimping, it's a more aggressive type of jimping or what have you. Very unique, iconic to Chaves knives. And yeah, definitely going to be a good fidgety one, right? Multiple deployment options here, reverse flick, thumb deployment. Yeah, so this one has, the crossbar has this last bit here to overcome at the very end. So something to keep in mind there, but let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. Of course, before we do that really quick, there's a replacement pocket clip, right, with additional hardware. If you wanted to rock the skull back there, there you go, right? Very unique pocket clip to Chaves knives, very iconic. Next to the Microtech MSI, take a look there. Here's next to the Stitch, right? Take a look at those right there. Obviously, those are going to be a little bit larger in size, no doubt about it. PM2 and pair of 3. Well, it's going to be a little bit shorter than the pair of 3, but still good, obviously, size for ADC, no doubt about it. Of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below. If you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants, there is the Demco 8020.5 and the Kumbu chat, right? Very similar to the 8020.5 in size. The chat obviously is a little bit longer. And on the budget end of things, we got the Civivi Vision FG. We got the Kaiser Militol. Check those out. Those are going to be a little bit longer in length. I do have content on all these knives as well. If you guys want to see reviews, overviews, etc., right? Check them out. Put the knife name Miguel EDC on the YouTube search box. You'll find those videos right away. This is the Vostede Porcupine and the Pyrite Light from CJRB. All right, hopefully you guys own some of these, right? I'll give you more or less a ballpark where this one lands, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get scientific with it here, shall we? 5x zoom for some extra scientific points. Oh man, we're getting creative with them swirls right there. Check that out. Now for some full slices, here we go. Bam, boom. Oh yeah, I mean that is gonna cut for days, no doubt about it. Boom, bam. And now some cardboard, right? Got a single wall piece of cardboard cutting at a diagonal angle here for better performance. It's gonna look something like this. I mean, come on. I did taper off a bit on that last one right there, so that's on me. And last one here, because I'm running out of leverage. Maybe one more. There you go. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the knife cuts, right? You all rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10, 10 being the sharpest. Rate that factory edge and let me know. I'm going to give her a nice little wipe right here, and bam, that stonewashed blade is back to looking beautiful. Now for some quick stats here for my knife nerds out there, right? We got the, let's see, overall length coming in at 7.5. No, 7.25, right? Overall length. We got 3-inch blade, 3-inch cutting path, and a under 4.25 inch handle. So like maybe 4.1, 4.15 or so. Checking out the blade stock thickness here, coming in at 0.10, right? That is a little bit slicier than the 0.5 average in the channel. And then we have a 0.43 on the handle, which the average is 0.5 or half an inch. So it's a little bit slimmer than the average. And last but not least, we'll do a quick weight check. Kind of figure this angle, I don't get that much glare. And I'm going to say probably 3-ish, 3.4, 3.4. All right, here we go. All right, a little bit more, 3.7 or 104 grams. Definitely feels way lighter than that. I mean, the whole aluminum construction and everything, very thin blade, 3.7 ounces. I mean, I'll take that for EDC all day, every day, without a doubt. Now, one thing I'm noticing, and again, I'm brand new to Chaves knives. Some of you all who maybe have carried and owned Chaves knives and use them a lot more often, let me know. But this is a raw first impression. Obviously, you just saw me unbox this knife. Maybe it goes away over time, I don't know. But I'm noticing on hand, right, that this little corner right here of the handle, it does stab into the palm a little bit. So, you know, I'm going to tell you guys how it is, right? I know you all argue in the comments, Miguel, you always share the good stuff. No, I share the good stuff and I share the other stuff too, right? So there's a little pokey right here in the hand. I'm just, feeling that a tad bit. Not necessarily what I kind of typically like because, I kind of fidget with my knives a little more. Some people don't fidget with their knives at all, so that maybe is not an issue at all for them, right? They're going to deploy the knife one time, use it for what it's meant for, and immediately close the knife, put it back in their pocket, right? Not a big deal, but it is a little peaky right there. That's just an observation, something to keep in mind, if anything. So, and I'm going to give you a good example right here. It's not necessarily this specific knife. It could be any knife, but the main thing here is, this little round butt right here, right, to the handle. That absolutely makes a big difference, makes it very comfortable, no pokey, stabby action of any kind, absolutely feels super comfortable. And that's the point I'm trying to make. So again, that's just me because I kind of fidget a lot with knives, but if you're just a user and you never fidget with them, that's probably not going to be an issue for you whatsoever. So again, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to see what you'll think about that. By the way, you're getting a really good plunge grind situation right here, so you're not going to develop a smile anytime soon. All right, check it out, just about where my nail goes right there, right, to give you a ballpark idea. Checking out the alignment right here, smack in the middle there, as you can see, right, as you would expect. Now the pocket clip is about this much deep carry, right? You'll see that out of the pocket there. And I did notice it's not reversible. Now here's the deal. The crossbar lock knife in general is one of the locking mechanisms, one of the most ambidextrous friendly locking mechanisms out there. So for example, I'm using my left hand, I got zero dexterity on my left hand, and I'm able to get this thing deployed. Let's see, if I get the reverse flick, then you know, I mean, lefties are gonna enjoy this knife as well. So why don't we have a reversible pocket clip? I don't know. Seems like a missed opportunity, I think, in my book. But yeah, definitely would have been nice to have a reversible pocket clip for lefties out there. Is where I'm going with this, you know, it being a crossbar lock knife and all. Plenty of belly there, by the way, on this drop point blade, so you can do some tabletop cutting, slicing, and dicing. No doubt about it. That's gonna come handy there. The thumb studs are nice and comfortable too. I definitely like the implementation here. They feel nice and comfortable for deployment. Check that out. And they do have a TA in the pivot, and basically TA all the way around. So I'd love to see that. Well, there you guys have it. That is a quick overview of the Chaves Redemption, this one being the more affordable one. Again, D2 steel on the blade, aluminum handles on this one, which is a really nice touch. And by the way, let me know in the comments, are you more of a 14C 28N kind of guy, or are you a good old D2 kind of guy? Definitely let me know. But guys, this thing is coming at $80, right? $80, under $100 for a redemption. I mean, come on, that is definitely very, very affordable right there. I know a lot of people are going to be all over this knife just because you can get your hands on a Chaves now for under 100 bones. That is absolutely unheard of, and this one here is doing a great job at it. Great implementation, good materials, fit and finish, quality all around, good deployment, fidget factor, right? Everything else, check, 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 and check. Let me know your thoughts on this one, fam. What do you all like about it? What do you all love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below as usual. This knife and every other knife will be linked down below. If you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants, check those links. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and a zero extra cost. Shout out to Blade HQ for sending in all these goodies. Really appreciate it. Ultra grateful. And thank you to you. Yes, you. The one person watching the video until this end. If you did, really appreciate it. You are awesome, and I can't thank you enough. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.